Hello, all, very warm welcome. Today we are looking at the lead code question, which is valid anagram. Now, this question is a very common question in any of the interviews and can be asked very frequently in the first or the second rounds based on which company you are applying. Now, what this question says is that if you're given two strings s and t, we need to see whether a given input T is an anagram of S. What is an anagram? Anagram is like if you take an example like rat or car. These are formed by the same set of letters. It's just that they are sounding differently. So if I look at say anagram and N-A-G-A-R-A-M, if you see the number of characters which are present in the string S is same as number of characters which are present in string T. Now if for example say I take another example, say rat, right? And if I took the target variable as car, now in this case my t character which is present in the input strings s is not present in this one, right? So if I would have said okay, this is say this was rat, so this was say tar, then this would have been an anagram, right? So I think by now you would have understood that in a way we are talking about the count of characters in a given input string, and the same is being expected in the output character string, and that's what exactly we are going to do. We are going to calculate the number of characters which are present in a given string s, and then we are going to compare those counts with the number of string t. If the number of characters are same, right, then then we'll say okay, it's a valid anagram. If it is not, then we'll say we need to return false. Now, how to calculate this number of characters? We are going to use dictionary. In a way, what I mean by that is it will be your hash maps. Now, what I'm trying to say here is, say if I'm looking at a count, right? If I'm looking at list of count of given string, say I am looking at say my character say CARR, right? And say my target is RACR, same, right? This is an anagram, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dictionary. I'll say okay, C, this has one count, A, this has one count, R, it has two count, in S, right? This is what my dictionary will say. This is what dictionary will have. What I'm going to say is now I'll traverse through this one. I'll say, do I have a R in the dictionary? Yes, I have it. I'll reduce it by one. I'll make it one. I'll reduce it by one, right? Now, do I have an A? Yes, I have an A. I'll reduce it to zero. I'll do minus one. Do I have a C? Yes, I have a C. I'll reduce it to zero. Now, do I have another R? And I have still a value which is present here one, so I'll make it zero. So there was say assuming there was another R, right? So do I have an R? Yes, I do have a R. But if you see, right, this is already zero. There's nothing left to deduce. So I'll say no. These now after the moment I add another R, this is no longer an anagram. So what we're trying to achieve is we'll create a dictionary, we'll keep a count of all the characters which are there in the dictionary, and we'll keep on subtracting those counts from the target variable. If all the values in this dictionary by the end of my loop, when I'm end traversing this, returns to zero, right? Then I'll assume these are anagram. This is one way, right? Second way is you sort both of them and compare them, but that will be of a higher complexity. In a way, what I'm trying to say is, say this is s dot sort, or you can say array dot sort s, array dot sort t, if return s double equal to t. Done. This is also going to do, because what it's going to do is it will realign everything from shorter to greater, and it will do the comparison. But this sorting will take n log n, right? So what we'll do, we will use dictionary so that the complexity is reduced to O of n. And what we are going to do here is, for is say char ch in s, I'm going to add it to the dictionary. If my dt dot contains key say ch, I'll say dt ch plus plus, else I'll say dt dot add ch comma 1. This is my first count. So this is my dictionary which is prepared. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through my target variable. So I'll say char ch in t. I'll say if my dt dot contains key ch, right? That means now my target character is present in the dictionary or not, and my dt ch, right? The moment say it is containing is greater than 0, then only I'll say okay my dt ch minus minus. Otherwise, I can straightforward return false. I hope you would have understood this. The moment I'm saying it is not there, my character is not there in the dictionary, or its count is no longer greater than 0, then I'll return false, right? So once say, so there was an say there's another variation to it, right? So this was CARR, and I have my this was my input S, and my T is only CAR, right? So these two are not an anagram if you see, right? Because anyways the length is not matching. That is first. Second is we have one R missing. So but my dictionary will say okay. Dictionary will, this will say one. A will say one. R will say two. But if I go through this loop, right, my C is present, so it will move to 0, A is present, it will move to 0, R present, it will move to 1. So I still have a value which is greater than 0. That also is telling me, okay, this is no longer an anagram. So that's what my next check will be. So I'll say for each val in dt dot values, and I'll say if val is greater than 0, return false. If everything works fine, that I'll just return true. I hope you would have understood what we just did. Let's run it and see if it's working for us. It got finished. I got false and true. What did I go? What did I do wrong? So let's see. Oh shoot! So this has to be, if it is not continuing, then it has to be else. I was always returning false. Okay, let's run it now. I got true true. Let's submit it. It got accepted. So the time complexity of this will be O of n, where n is the number of whichever is the maximum length of a string, whether it is t or s. Thank you guys. So we did talk about just to kind of reiterate, we did talk about two approaches. One is using sorting and comparison. Other is using hash maps. So it's on you. It depends upon how your interviewer kind of grills you and tries to kind of get the most out of you in terms of the thought process. So in if someone is looking at time complexity or space complexity, based on that you might go ahead and look for different approaches. With this I'll take your leave. Thank you, thanks a lot. In case you like the description or like the solution, please go ahead and do click on the like button, and please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thanks a lot.